Hello students, here I am with my new video, and in this video I will discuss that remaining two object oriented principles. So as you know that without wasting time I just start my video. So same thing I'm going to do. Now I will start my video, and in this video I will discuss inheritance and polymorphism. These two object oriented principles were left in previous video, so that I'm going to explain in this video. So listen carefully. So you can see on the screen I have written the definition of inheritance. Inheritance is a capability of a class to acquire the properties of another class. Simple. Means let me explain with the example. It will be clear, it will be more clear. See this class, you can see I have defined a class on the screen. This class has two variables a and b, you can see, and two functions f1 and f2. Consider this class we have defined already. Okay, and further in the program, further consider one class we have defined, which name is what? Class ABC. This class we have defined. Further in the program, we require another class. Consider we require another class, a new class. Consider the another class name is XYZ. Okay, consider it. And this class also required the same variable and functions which we have defined in this class ABC. The same variable and same functions are required in class XYZ2. Okay, so one simple process. In a simple process, what we'll do, if the variables and functions which we have defined in class ABC are required in class XYZ, then a simple process is what? We will redefine it in class XYZ. XYZ was उन variables और functions को फिर से define कर देंगे. Okay, but here I have defined only two variables and two functions, so no problem. दो variable और दो function को फिर से class XYZ में define करने में कोई problem नहीं होगी. But think about the bigger programs, projects, जो बड़े programs होते हैं. That bigger programs contain hundreds of variables, hundreds of functions. So defining hundreds of variables and hundreds of functions, I think it is not good. Okay, the program size will increase, your program will be bulky, and the processing of the program will take time. So this is not good thing for the programming. So we will not rewrite. Rewriting the code again, the same thing in another class is not the good thing. Okay, so what we can do, instead of defining variables and functions again in class XYZ, instead of defining variables and functions again in class XYZ, what we'll do, we will inherit that class ABC in XYZ. And to inherit a class, to inherit any class, we use extends keyword. Extends keyword is used to inherit a class. So we'll write like this: extends and the name of the class to which we want to inherit. Here the class name to which we want to inherit is ABC. Okay, so class ABC will be inherited. Inherited means what? The members of class ABC will be the members of class XYZ also. सभी members class ABC के जितने भी member हैं, सब class XYZ के भी member हो जाएंगे. There is no need to rewrite the variables and functions again in the class XYZ. Okay, I think it's clear to all. So means the variables of class ABC and the functions of class ABC will be the member of class XYZ also, just by writing these two words. Okay, and again I'm repeating, I'm writing more thing in this. So you can see class XYZ I have defined, and I have inherited class ABC in class XYZ. Okay. So now if you talk about the members of the class, see this class has its own variable xy and its own functions f3 and f4. These variables and functions are the member of class XYZ. Okay. And since it has inherited class ABC, means what? If you will talk about the variables or data members of this class XYZ, it has 4 data members. 2 data members are what? XY and A and B. A and B from class ABC. Since it has inherited class ABC, so class XYZ has 4 data members. XY, its own, and AB, which he has inherited from class ABC. तो क्लास XYZ के 4 डेटा मेंबर होंगे, XY और 2 ABC के ये 2 A and B, because class XYZ has inherited class ABC. Like this, if we'll talk about the member functions of the class XYZ has 4 functions, 4 member functions, F3 of F4, which are its own function, and 2 function F1 and F2 from class ABC. मतलब क्लास XYZ के 4 फंक्शन होंगे, 4 मेंबर फंक्शन होंगे, 2 उसके खुद के हैं F3 और F4 और 2 उसने क्लास ABC से इनहेरिट कर रखा. Okay, so please remember this. Just by writing extend keywords, the members of this class will be the member of this class also. Okay, so the class which is inherited, जो class inherit होता है, that class is called, this is called super or base class. Class ABC is what here? Super, or it is also called super or base class. And the class which inherits this class XYZ, here I am talking about class XYZ, this is called sub or derived class. Sub or derived class. Okay, and that class ABC, it is called super or base class, and this is called sub or derived class. And as I told in previous videos, that the concept of object oriented programming has been taken from real world objects. So this also, I think in bio, you know about the inheritance. We inherit the properties of our parents. Okay, means something is already existing and we are acquiring the properties of that. So same thing we are doing here. One class is already existed and we are inheriting the property of that in another class. So this is called inheritance, and this concept also has been taken from real world. Okay, so I think inheritance is clear to all. So after inheritance, we have another object oriented principle to discuss, is polymorphism. Polymorphism, you can see the definition, I'm going to read it out. Polymorphism is the ability for a message or data to be processed in more than one form. Means, in another word, the same operation is performed differently. Okay, so means same process, same data will be processed in different ways, or same operation will be performed in different ways. It is called polymorphism. So for example, just we'll talk about a man. I'm talking about myself. In school, I respond as a teacher. At home, I respond as a father of my son and daughter. When I'll go to the shop, I will respond as a customer. Okay, so same person responding to different location in different ways. Okay, polymorphism. Poly means many hota hai, and morphism matlab phases, many phases. Okay, so this is called polymorphism. Processing the same data into different ways or to performing same operation in different ways is called polymorphism. I'm explaining with the example. In programming, we implement the concept of polymorphism by function overloading. So let me explain with the example. Now see, as I told, the concept of polymorphism can be implemented through function overloading. So if you are the beginner and if you don't know about the function overloading, don't be panic. Just I'm making it clear. No need to think about more what I'm explaining. Just think about this. If you are beginner, if you can understand, no problem. See this class. I've defined a class which name is what? Sum. And see this class has three functions: add, and add. See, this is a function which name is add. This is another function which name is also add. And the third function is what? That name is also add. Three functions we have defined. Okay. And don't think about this return in what I have written. Don't think about this. Just consider this is a function. Okay. And you can, by watching this function, you can understand, I think, what this function is doing. This function is adding two integer values. Don't think about anything else. Extra कुछ नहीं सोचो. If you are beginner, don't think बाकी चीजें नहीं सोचो. बस इतना सोचो. This is a function which is adding two integers. Nothing else. If you are beginner, don't think about that. No need to think this time. Second function. Think about this. This function is adding two double type of value. Double type means fractional value. Here, double type means here double data type is here for fractional values. And this function is adding two integer values. This function is adding two fractional value, decimal point value values. And like this function is adding three integer values. You can see all three functions are performing same thing. तीनों फंक्शन में क्या हो रहा है? तीनों फंक्शन में एडिशन हो रहा है. तीनों फंक्शन में क्या परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं? एडिशन ही परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, बट इन डिफरेंट वेज. In first function, we are performing addition of two integers only. In second function, we are performing the addition of two fractional value. And in the third function, we are performing the addition of three integers. Okay, three integer value. So same operation we are performing in different ways. Addition, तीनों में addition ही हो रहा है, लेकिन in three different ways. So this is called polymorphism. Okay, this is called polymorphism. By this way, we implement polymorphism in our programming by defining more than one function, by defining more than one function of same name. Okay, here we have three functions. The name of all three functions is same. You can see that all three are performing addition, but in different ways. So this is called polymorphism. Okay, just let me come to the definition again. Now I think if you go through the definition, it will be clear to you. Polymorphism is the ability for a message to be processed in more than one form. And one more line, the same operation is performed differently. Here we are performing the same operation. What is that? Addition in different ways. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all. And if any doubt, any confusion, or anything you want to ask, you can post your comments in comment section. Okay, and students, please, if you are asking for something, please introduce yourself, because your account or your Google mails are not with your name. So if you are doing any comment or anything if you want to ask, please introduce yourself, that who are you, from which school you belong, do you belong to my school. So please students. Okay, so for this video this much only. क्योंकि जो अकाउंट नेम आता है कमेंट में, उसमें से क्लियर नहीं होता कि कोई हैकर्स और कोई गेमर्स, पता नहीं क्या क्या नेम्स रहते हैं. प्लीज इंट्रोड्यूस स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, so for this video this much only. I have discussed all four object oriented principles. Two principles I have discussed in the previous video, two in this video. Okay, and from the next videos I will start discussing the tokens. So wait for that video. I will release that video soon. Jaldi release करेंगे, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, till that, thank you, bye, keep watching and keep asking the questions. So thank you, students, bye.